Oh, hello, human. How are you? Hey, look at this. I picked some berries. They are. They're delicious. Absolutely top class, these. Ah, what do you mean poisoned? What do you mean? What? Poisoned for humans. Oh, very funny. Oh, very funny. They were delicious. Really? They're poisonous to humans? Huh. Well, I mean, I'm not human, so maybe my dragon anatomy works on my interior as well as, well, just hiding my external features. Yes, I think I am in a good mood, human. I mean, after all, we've travelled these past few days up the mountain, and very soon we'll meet the Sun Dragon. He or she will be able to fix this issue with their magic, and our adventure will be done. Well, I was in a good mood. Well, there's a sobering thought. Well, I mean, doesn't have to end, I suppose, but would you really be comfortable being this? A human companion of a dragon? And I mean, you would. I mean, all right, but I mean, we wouldn't be able to interact on this scale. It would be you craning your neck up at me all the time and giving yourself a bad back. Well, I will say this, human. I have learnt a lot travelling with you. Speaking of which, shall we get going? Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'll even take the pack. Yes, the pack, the one that Lucan gave us. That's it. Oh, there we are. Oh, yes. As I was saying, human, I've learned a lot travelling with you. I've learned a lot about humans. I've learned a lot about nature in a way that I never thought was possible until travelling with you. Well, for hundreds of years, I just assumed that nature was all the same. That the interactions that I had with the creatures, with the land, with the sea, with the moon, all of it, I assumed that was it. That was the way it was. What was so, and what was not was not. But since travelling with you and having our lives threatened and magic I've never encountered before, it's been an incredible journey with you, human. It really has. And the other thing that I've grown to be very fond of is, well, you. Humans. Oh, all right, more specifically you as a human. I never thought that humans could be as you are. Well, I don't know what I mean, I suppose. I suppose always there and ready to... Oh! Oh! That's it! That's the Sun Dragon! Human, we're nearly at the top of the mountain! Look! Look at that view! You can see the whole valley as it splits off into two. What an incredible sight! It's beautiful. Oh, this reminds me. Oh, this reminds me of flying across the land and across the sea, soaring above it all. There's no other feeling like it, human. Oh, I can't wait to fly again. Oh, of course. Of course I'll take you flying on my back. I mean, you haven't put on that much weight since we started traveling. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to the Sun Dragon. Let's go. Hello? Is anyone there? Huh. I swear I saw the sun dragon flying. Believe me, it's very difficult for something that big to hide. Trust me, I know. Well, I mean, there's only a small amount of places he could go. Wow. Gold. Oh, yes, human. Oh, yes. This is a dragon's hoard. We're definitely in the right place. Oh, a dragon will guard his hoard for the rest of his life. Well, I never really had great ones. I tended to spend my gold on things. Oh, you'd be surprised how many magical qualities gold has, human. There's a reason that humans value it. I remember once I traded a full set of golden horse armor from a very conceited and cocky knight to a centaur in exchange for a protection spell that lasted 200 years. Oh yes, it was a great deal for me. I honestly think the centaur done himself there with that deal. Oh yes, he was a remarkable chap. Abenor, I think his name was. Very friendly and very noble. He is a little old now, but I think he's still around. Perhaps I'll introduce you to him when I regain my dragon form. Hello? Is anyone there? I don't mean to intrude upon your solitude, dear sun dragon, but I'm a dragon myself, and I've fallen into somewhat of a... What? I've fallen into somewhat of a pickle. What? A pickle? I haven't fallen into a pickle. It's a saying. The worst thing I could do is use human sayings on him.
This is the sun dragon. Leave this place.
I don't mean to intrude upon you, sun dragon, but we are... I'm not saying pickle again. We're in a spot of bother. You see, the Zurath witches have taken a lot of my magical ability, and I need the ability to...
Stop speaking, for I do not know these Zurath witches.
You don't... What do you mean you don't know the Zorath witches? They're the most powerful witches in the world.
Yes, of course, the Zorath witches.
Zorath. Anyway, dear Sun Dragon, we need... What? Human? Well, of course he is. He said several times that he's the Sun Dragon. Why on earth would he not be the Sun Dragon? Well, yes, we can't actually see him, yes. That... But, I mean, there's an obvious reason for that. He's obviously under his... Where are you, Sun Dragon?
I'm in the back. It's easier and a lot more spacious to move around back here.
Human? I've just thought of something. Well, you know how this dragon has been telling us all of these things? I don't think he's telling the truth. Oh yes, I do say. And I think that... that was the sarcasm. I don't think I've ever really mastered that human. I think it's something I'm just going to have to accept. I can't pick up on human sarcasm. It's not... Anyway. Sun Dragon, reveal yourself to me. As one dragon to another, I would greet you in the old way. In the old language.
I can't do that. I have a sore throat. And if I can't do that, and if I did, well, it would be considered Improbably because some dragons are important dragons and do not go in for all of that other stuff. They don't go in for all of that,
Rubbish
rubbish
and trickery and mayhem. Hi. Oh, what is the meaning of this creature? Put it down. Look, you can't have any of the gold. The gold's mine. I caught it fair and square. What do you mean you caught it fair and square? This obviously belonged to a dragon. Well, it did. I am a dragon, can't you see? No, I see that you're an imp. Look, mate. I honestly don't think
What has he done?
Where is the sun dragon? There never was a sun dragon, was there? Well, no. It was all a trick. I used magic to, I mean, look at this treasure hoard. I mean, it was just... No, human. I'm not okay. I just... No, if you want my opinion, you... Thank you, human. No, I don't wish to talk about it. It was all a trick. That imp just wanted the gold. No! How could I possibly think? How on earth could I have possibly thought that this would have resolved itself? How on earth would I have allowed myself to be so led on with this foolish human idea of hope? It is foolish. Hope. A pitiful, disgusting lie spoken by humans. I don't believe that anymore, human. Why on earth would such things be? Of course I have no hope. The Sun Dragon was our only chance. It's the only being with enough magical energy to reverse this. And I allowed myself to be led on with foolish, stupid hope. But it turns out it was just another trick. Not a human one, but another trick nonetheless. This is how it happened last time. Why I destroyed the villages. I told you. It's the biggest regret I have of my life, but if this is all humans and creatures like that do, what hope is there? Dragons are proud, majestic creatures. We don't trick people. We don't need to. Everyone knows what dragons are. I need to be alone for a minute, human. Take whatever gold you want. There's obviously not been a dragon here in a very long time. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful, isn't it? You both look surprised. Come on in, lads. Look at all this. Treasure, ripe for the plucking. Looks like we'll get an added bonus for killing this dragon too. So, are you gonna make this the easy way or the hard way, dragon? I don't even care anymore. Whatever foolish idea of hope there was, it all dissipated. It all dissipated. Oh, really? And what brought you to that conclusion of the inevitable? There's no sun dragon. There never was. It was just an imp playing an illusionary magic. Obviously in an attempt to keep people away from this horde. Well, it certainly worked. You had every creature, every human within 100 miles of this place terrified of that sun dragon. Where is he? The human threw him from the mountain. Too bloody right too. How selfish a creature was that? Keeping all this vast treasure to itself. Not giving it a chance to circulate and fuel the economy. Huh. Isn't that insensitive, lads? So, you are going to stay perfectly still while we... Oh, look at that! The veritable dynamic duo. Hello there, friend. You're just in time for us to kill your dragon, mate. Oh no, I think you'll find that we are doing this, human. We are going to mount that head on a wall. And we're going to collect our pay, as well as a hefty sum of this treasure. I think we've done more than enough work to warrant payment, don't you? Oh well, please yourself. Kill them both, lads. I think it is best that all of you leave now. Who's this big girl's bald blouse then? I am the patriarch of the Zorath Witches, and you will not take this dragon's life today. So, a Zorath Witch. Ah, you were the ones that were giving us all that trouble when we were trying to get that bloody dragon. Frogera. Now, if the rest of you do not wish to be turned into a purple toad, I suggest that you all leave and never return. Take some of this treasure if you wish, as your payment, but you will not be taking the dragon's life today. Humans. And speaking of said humans, yes, human, I am helping you. Because I realized something when you left. I discovered Lucan, quite by accident, wandering around the forest, shouting at the top of his lungs for me to meet him in the forest. I thought the poor man had left his senses. We'd been hunting for him for so long, I thought that our brother had finally returned home. It was then that I spoke to him. He told me of this moon dragon's pain. He told me of the stories that you told before you left. He told me that you would no doubt be walking for days on end to reach the mountain top. I knew I couldn't bear to picture the disappointment on your faces when you realized that there was no sun dragon at the top of the mountain. Of course we knew there was no sun dragon. We couldn't let you walk to the top of the mountain with that disappointment lingering in both your hearts. I don't understand why. You tried to absorb my magical energy. You tried to... Yes, I know. Lucan explained to me many things. Many things that I think resonated more with me because I thought them of myself for a very long time now. Dragon, Rogor, I can only ever offer you my apologies for what me and my coven have done for you. We tried to absorb your magical energy, turn you into a husk of your former glory, and used your magic to disperse it among ourselves. We have fallen down the very path of evil that led Matriarch. This is not who the Zorath Witches were. Lucan helped me see that. He fully explained to me the reason for him leaving our coven. And while I tried to find fault, while I tried to find a point to argue against him, my mind was blank. As blank and empty as this mountain was. We always knew that there was no sun dragon here. Why on earth would we have stayed in our little spot in the woods if we knew that there was a sun dragon at the top of the mountain? We would have scaled it and absorbed its magic in a heartbeat. We had no interest in human treasure. We had more than enough wealth and abundance from the forest and what it provided. But, dragon, as I said, I can only offer you my apologies. And I think this place used to very well indeed belong to a sun dragon, did it not? Yeah, well, it's not much use to you now, is it? It's not much use to me now. You chased us. Chased us when you knew we had dragon slayers on our trail, and you expect me to accept an apology from you. We came to you in good faith because we needed to cross your woods. And you almost killed us both. Yes, I am sorry. You know, I'm learning more and more about mankind, witches and creatures. All of you are deceptive, all of you are liars. All of you believe in pointless things such as hope. Ah, that is where I have to disagree with you, my dragon friend. I have been patriarch for hundreds of years of this coven. But one thing that I have learned both as a man and as a Zurath witch is that you can never lose sight of hope. Yeah, I mean it. There is no greater force than hope. Even love, if injected with a bit of mistrust, can crumble. But hope is the one feeling that cannot be broken by mistrust or deception. People can always find hope. And that is why I have come to help. Help? There's no sun dragon here, there's no power that you can absorb. Before I left, I asked many of my brothers and sisters if they could lend me their energy to turn you back into your former glory. You'll turn me back? Of course. A little way of me apologizing for the trouble that we have caused you. And that, combined with the mighty essence of a sun dragon in this place, I think it would be more than enough magic to turn you back. But I thought you needed when you absorbed the magic, I thought you needed imagine it as filling a water jug of water. When we absorb magic, we have to prepare a lot of things, such as the vessel for which the water is poured into, making sure it is still, making sure it is actually filling up correctly and at the right speed. There are many things to consider. Pouring out magical energy is not very much effort at all. It's kind of like kicking over the very vessel that we prepared to pour water in. It doesn't take very long for the magic to dispel. So, releasing all of that essence into you will not be an issue. I can do it myself. I've had more than enough experience, Dragon. Patriarch, I would thank you. But no, I quite understand. Lucan helped us see the error of our ways. He is very fond of you both. I think you were the first people that he spoke to in many long years. So, shall we get started? What do we do about him? Well, why don't you take him back to town? A purple toad might sell for a bit of coin for you, human. It's a very rare one. Now, shall we get started? Stand there, human, while I form the magical symbols in the gold, drawing out the essence of the old sun dragon. I am sorry there was no sun dragon here. So am I. I'm told I was the last. And that sun dragon, with it gone, I really am the last of my kind. Yes. Oh. I thought you'd give a bit of comfort. No. That's not in my nature. I am brutally I am foremost a realist above all things, dragon. However, you are not the last of your sun and moon brethren. What? You mean there are still sun dragons left? There are still sun dragons left. They are quite far, though. And when you regain your dragon's form, if you do not wish your species to die out, I suggest you find one quickly and start nesting, because we need all the magical energy we can get in this world. Coming from a Zurath witch, I mean it merely to regain the balance of nature, I assure you, dragon. No tricks this time. We absorbed so much energy before that it threw the environment out of balance. You were far more magical than we gave you credit for. And being the last, I think we got drunk on its power and did things we wouldn't normally do. But at least this way, I can make it up to you. Now stand still. Human, I suggest you take a step backwards. Restores, dragones ta forma, moshani shumagito,
Mutami Angshabi, Mudati Shomati, Muditarum, Nigu Hakosh, Aldraga Formis Kaposh.
I feel it working. I feel it working, human. It's working. I'm becoming more and more. I'm becoming really again.
The magic is, it's really thrilling. It's working though, human. I feel it within me. I'm fine. I've never felt more alive in my life, human. Patriarch, I can't.
Don't say anything at all, dragon. Be free. Find your kind. Restore balance to the world of dragons and the rarity of the magic they provide. Go.
Human, the Patriarch is right. Since there are other sun dragons out there, I need to preserve my kind. I can't let the moon dragons go extinct. Take you with me. Human, I really don't think you want to be around for that kind of activity. Oh, of course. You simply want to be there as a friend. Hope. I had lost hope already, human. But because you had hope, the Patriarch of the Zurath Witches appeared. Our enemy appeared to help. Perhaps there is something to be said of faith in hope. What kind of friend would I be if I abandoned you now? Climb aboard, human. We have dragons to meet.
Very well, human. Remember, if you should ever find yourself back in the Zurath woods, you will now always find a friend with the Zurath Garden. Sorantic Apithion. It means, may the magic of the light find you, always. Rogor last of the moon dragons. Go forth into the world and be prosperous. Al-Janath, seek the unthoried.
What was that?
It was simultaneously a mark of the traveler and a mark of fertility.
Fine, I thank you, Patriarch.
Journey well, both of you.
Thank you. Hold on tight, human. This will be something you will never forget. Oh, the sky again. Oh, it makes me so happy I could... Oh, human, the sights you will see. Now come, you have the rest of the world to see.
Farewell to you, Rogor, last of the moon dragons, and the human who became his friend.